Hi, Peter Brock here from VRE. I wanted to tell you a little bit about some of the books that we have here in stock on Shelby's history. And a lot of them are interesting because I was actually Shelby's first employee and saw all of the development of the whole Cobra program from very start. And this book on the very first three cars is terribly interesting because each one has a certain character that makes it very unusual and highly valuable. But most interesting to you is that the history is right here in the book, and you can learn about the way this whole program went together. Most interesting is this particular car, CSX 2000, which is the very first prototype that we built actually on ACA's chassis. In fact, it still has the original internal rear brakes and stuff on it, and it had the original 221 cubic inch engine before we expanded and bit back to it. But that car is still around now, and of course it's worth millions of dollars because it's the first of the breed. The second car, which is really an interesting car, it's now in a very exclusive collection in Beverly Hills. But its history is that when it was first built, there was a plan to take it over, actually with Lucky Kasner and the Camaraderie team, to take it over to race it in Europe, and that never turned out that way, and the owner was kind of discouraged with the project, and he sold the car off, and it went to North Africa of all places, and it got lost down there for several years. And over time, the value of the Cobras kept getting higher and higher. And it turned out that the car went downhill, and it was looking like a kind of an old beat-up, kit car of anything. And it ended up in the Retromobile show in France, and it was discovered there. And it turns out that the guy kept looking at the car and said, "There's something really different about this car," and went back, looked at the serial numbers on the chassis, and realized that it was actually the second car built. So he bought it back and restored it back, and it's now absolutely beautiful. But that whole history is fabulous on the car. And of course, the number 16 car, is one of the very first race cars that we built. And that went through a whole development program with Shelby and Phil Remington, who was our chief engineer at the time. And this car, when it really got going in 1963, it completely changed the whole perspective of American sports cars, because up until that time, the Corvettes had ruled all of production racing in the United States. And then Carroll came in with these cars and began racing against the Corvettes, and we took over and won the United States Road Racing Championship in 1963. So when you look through here, the historical photographs that are in here are so detailed, and that you can see so much of the cars. I mean, here's this original CSX 2000 with the old seat that's still on it. Everything is so original, and all these photographs are fascinating to look at because it's some great history. So not only are the photographs beautifully done, but the history in here is so well done. So if you want something to really enjoy your evenings and learn some history, I highly recommend this one. So if you want to get some more information, you can go to vre2.net, and it'll come up under publications there, and you can order it right off the website. Take care.